all you need to know about redstone. Yeah. Hold up. Okay. So as you see, this is a redstone. A redstone is what you get from mining. Where is it? This stuff. If you mine this thing with an iron pickaxe, you will probably get 9 of these. You can place them down, and once you put one on the ground, it'll look like that. But if you put one next to it, it connects. So yeah. And the way to turn on this redstone is by giving it sources of redstone. For example, a lever is a source. You flick it, and the redstone turns on. And redstone torch turns on. The only way to turn it off is to break it, but there's another way that I'll teach you in a little bit. Here's a button. There's gonna be another button over there, and press it, but it only does it for a short time. And this is a redstone block, kind of like a redstone torch, but it's a block, so you can move it with pistons and that I'm gonna show you. A wooden pressure plate. You step on it, redstone line. Stone pressure plate. You can barely see it, but it's there, I promise. And it's done. The difference between these two is first they're made of a different material, and this one can be triggered by items, and this one cannot. So yeah. And oh yeah, if a line gets bigger, like you see the line's too long, so it can't reach it. It stops at about 15 blocks, and it's right here. This is where it stopped powering. But you can continue the line if you put a repeater, and then it'll be able to reach. So you could just make the line go forever, as long as you have little repeaters. Oh yeah, and you could use repeaters to put things onto. The redstone lamp. Nothing special really, just the redstone lamp, and it gives off light. And the comparator. This is hard to explain. So really, what is here? Let's say if I flick this lever, you see, it goes right there. But if I flick, let's say this lever, it would turn off. So this is line A. Let's say this is line A. This is line B. Line A is more far away, but is more far away than to the comparator. But on the other hand, B is more closer, so it turns off. And we could switch it. Do that, do that. But if it's about the same length, it will go through. So that's that. And the buttons. The stone buttons is there. You could see it right there. So yeah, the difference between these buttons were like the pressure plates. This one can be activated by a bow, while this one cannot. So yeah. And iron doors and wooden doors. Wooden doors you can just open it, lock, walk in, close. Open, walk in, close. But you might do not know that it could be powered by redstone. If it gets powered by a redstone source, then it will open. But iron doors cannot be opened with your hand. You have to open them with redstone, which makes them more safer. And I recommend it if you have a lot of iron. And pistons. This is a regular piston. you flick the lever, you give it a source, and it will push the block up or whatever's on it. And it will leave the block there. But with a sticky piston that looks like that, it'll go up there, but it will bring the block back. So yeah, while you could do this for one time, you can do this as many times as you want. And dispensers. Dispensers have a way, like, dispensers like just drop items like this. Put a block in there, just spoots it out. It just spits it out. Spoots. And yeah. But if you were to place, say, an arrow in there, yeah, it will shoot the arrow. And if you do not want this happening, then create a dropper. If you put an arrow in there, it will just drop the item. That's it for hopper and droppers, and dispensers and droppers. And remember when I told you that there's a way of turning these redstone torches off? Yeah. If you put a source on the block that has the redstone torch on it, it will turn off, and leaving this off. But if you turn it off, the redstone will go. And the hoppers. This is a normal chest. If you can place a block like this, and it'll go down, down, down. It works like kind of like a funnel, and it'll go down into this chest. And you see, it will slowly pick up the items, but that takes too long, so. And yeah, you could also drop it in there, which is really cool in my opinion. And yes, this is a regular chest. See? I open it, nothing happens. It's just regular redstone in front of the chest. It doesn't get powered or anything. But this chest, hey, what do we have here? It has particle effects, as you could see, very smally. Very smally? What? And yeah, this is a trapped chest. So whenever you open it, it sends a weak redstone signal. And weighted pressure plates, yes. Okay, let's start with the light one. If you throw items at it, and in this case one pack, it will send a redstone signal, like a normal wooden pressure plate. But it needs a lot more than just one. It needs a lot more to fill in the signal. See, as I drop more, the more redstone signal it has. And this only takes like about a pack to do this. On the other hand, a weighted pressure plate, I put a stack and only 2 lines. Yeah, it is gonna be hard. Hold up. If I put 4 stacks, it will lead up to that. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to trigger. Oh yes, the light sensor. If it's daytime, as you can see, it draws a redstone signal. Pretty normal, just a regular source. But if it was nighttime, it would turn off. So if it's daytime, the redstone turns on. And if it's nighttime, the redstone turns off. So yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know with redstone. And I hope you become a genius, like me. What were we doing again? Oh yeah. And yeah, and in later episodes of Redstone, I will show you tons of new ways to use this redstone knowledge into your use. Like infinite cobblestone generators, how to make a TNT cannon, how to do that, and how to make traps, and how to make grappling hooks, and how to make traps. That's for another episode. And yeah, and as always, I'm LolGaming. Like, subscribe, survive. I'll see you later, gamers.